Good morning, 4B. It's Monday. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. Hopefully, you had some time to relax, some time where you weren't doing some work, time to chill out, which would be nice. So it's Monday. This is our maths video for today. We have been thinking about the four operations for the last few lessons that we've looked at. We've looked at addition and we've looked at subtraction. Today, we're going to look at addition and subtraction together. And my challenge to you is going to be that we're thinking about word problems with addition and subtraction today. That's fine. We can definitely do that. But the tricky part of this is knowing the vocabulary. Which words are telling us which operation? And that's going to be a real challenge for us today. I'm sure we're going to do really well with it. I've got here on my board the words addition and subtraction, and we're going to talk about the words that mean addition or subtraction. Now, I've tried to make this as easy as possible so that I don't drop my board or not think of what I'm doing whilst I'm doing it. So I have written everything on a post-it note, and we're going to talk about all these different words. And I'd like you to kind of join in with me at home so I feel less lonely. I'm going to share with you a word, and we're going to think about which column we're going to put it in, whether we're going to put it in addition or in subtraction. So the first word I've got, which I'm hoping should be nice and easy, is the word add. I'm pretty sure if a question asks us to add, we ought to know what we're doing. Our number is going to look bigger once we've done it. So if we're adding, we're going to be doing addition, aren't we? So I'm going to stick my post-it note over here. Okay, the next one I've got here is the word less than. Show you my post-it note. It says less than. I think if we have the words less than, it's going to mean that we're going to end up with a smaller number at the end, which means it's going to go in subtraction. Hopefully we're realising and remembering that addition gives us a bigger number and subtraction will give us a smaller number. Okay, my next words is the words more than. If a question asks me to find out if something is more than something else, am I going to be adding? Or am I going to be subtracting? I want to know if something is more than. I'm going to be thinking about addition, aren't I? I'm going to be adding on something here. Then I've got the word increase. Increase. If I'm increasing something, it's going to get bigger. So I'm going to be adding. The direct opposite of that here, I now have the word decrease. Hopefully everyone is now shouting at their screens and they're all shouting that the number is going to get smaller if we are decreasing. This one I really hope everybody knows, and it is the word difference. If we are finding the difference between two numbers, we are going to be subtracting. And here I have another one which says how much smaller is something than something else. If I need to find out how much smaller something is, I'll be subtracting. And the last one I've got here is sum of. If I'm asked to find the sum of two numbers, the sum of 200 and 400, for example, I'm going to end up with a bigger number at the end because I'm being asked to add. Hopefully you knew all those words, and that will help us with our lesson today. So I have now got a word problem for us to have a look at. It's not too wordy. There's not much there. It says subtract 6,725 from 8,053. Now, the question's trying to trip me up here. It's given me the smaller number first and the bigger number last. But I know that we've talked about subtraction this year already, and we know that when we're subtracting, we put the bigger number first and take away the smaller number. So even though it came first, even though it came last, the first number I'm going to write is 8,053. And I'm going to subtract my 6,725 from it. Okay, I've set it out. I might pop at the top my thousands, hundreds, tens and ones to remind me what each section is. And I'm now going to have to do the subtraction. Now, we did this on Friday, so we should be really good at this now. 3 take away 5, can't do it. I'm going to have to borrow from over here. So my 5 is going to become a 4, and my 3 is now going to have a 13 in its place as I add that 10 on. So I'm now going to do 13 take away 5. So I'm going to hold my 5 in my head and count on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 8. And pop that in. 4 take away 2 is kind of halving. 4 take away 2 is 2. And the next one, we met this on Friday. We've ended up with a 0 here. Can't do it. I'm going to have to borrow from the thousands column. So I'm going to come over here, cross out my 8, turn it into a 7, and put my 10 at the top. 10 take away 7 should be nice and easy for me because it's a number bond. 10 take away 7 gives me 3. 7 take away 6, 1. 1,328. We've done the first question. The next question is a bit wordier this time. And I know that when we met wordy type numbers like this before in Power Maths books before we came home, lots of us found this a bit tricky. So let's read through it together. It says, what number is 3006 more than 4,695? What am I being asked? If we think back to the words at the start, more than meant that we were going to add. Our question is asking us, what is 3006 more than 4,695? So I'm going to need to do some adding here, but I have to try and work out what the numbers look like too. So this is a real place value test on the first unit of work we've done already this term. 3,006 more. I think I might write out my columns so I know that I'm putting my numbers in the right places. Thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. Okay. 3,000. Let's write that in the 1,000 columns. 3,006. I need a 6 in my ones. To hold the place value though, I'm going to need to put something in between, aren't I? To stop my numbers from sliding and having a different value. I'm going to put in 2 zeros here to hold the place value. And then our next number is 4,000. I'll write that in the 1,000 column, 695. And I'm going to add that together. Okay, 6 add 5 is nearly 5 add 5, but it's one more. So my answer is going to be 11. 0 add 9 gives me 9. Add my 1 at the bottom, I'm going to cross that off. My 1 at the bottom gives me 10. 0 add 6 gives me 6. Add my 1 at the bottom, 7. And 3 add 4 is also 7. So what number is 3,006 more than 4,695? It's 7,701. Well done, 4B. So today I have set you some word type problems just like I've shown you for you to answer. I want to see all your working out on whatever paper you've got at home. Doesn't matter, but if you've got a squared paper, that would make it even easier for you. Show me all your working out to your questions, and then we'll go through the answers. I'll have a look at them when you email them into the 4B account. Also, don't forget, so many people have been remembering their times tables rock stars and their maths whiz. Really important that you keep getting on with that, because when we get back to school and Miss Shuard looks at all the numbers for maths whiz, she'll be having her socks blown off. She'll be so impressed. And if we manage to get any more minutes on timetables rock stars, that would be amazing. Okay, 4B, I know that you've all been working so hard, and I'm really looking forward to seeing some more of your work today. Can't wait to hear from you. Good luck.